Hey guys, I'm Ina. I've always pursued to find out who I am and what and who made me who I am today, but I never figured out the answer. So I decided to write down my past and experiences to organize my paths and figure out what kind of person I am. I think who you are is like writing a resume for a personality. Just like a resume, like you're constantly adding more information about yourself and keep revising it, who you are keeps changing. We are all constantly growing as individuals, even if we choose the wrong path in life sometimes. Writing always helps me organize, and so to better understand who I am, I decided to add some visuals to this. So here we go. This is my Draw My Life. I was born on March 12, 1997 in Nagasaki, Japan. You might recognize my hometown because Nagasaki is one of the cities where the atomic bomb was dropped during World War II. And my hometown definitely impacted my life, so we'll come back to this later. So I was born with my parents and my amazing brother who is 4 years older than me. My brother has his own family now with his beautiful wife and 2 adorable sons. My parents, on the other hand, they got divorced. I hardly even remember when. All I know is my childhood was really tough. There was a lot of tears, mostly because of my dysfunctional family. And my brother, who I counted on the most back then, left home early when I was around 11. My family wasn't a perfect family like everyone else dreams of, but I was at least happy to have just my mom and my brother. They're the most patient and strongest people I know. Ever since my parents got divorced, my mom had to start working even harder to take care of us as a single mother. So when I was in elementary school, I started to live with my grandparents. I love my grandparents, and it was even more fun because my favorite relatives lived right next door. My grandparents were very strict, just like my mom, but they taught me so many things that I didn't learn at school. I was raised not only by my mom, but also my grandparents and my aunt. Thanks to all of them, I am who I am today. I'm gonna tell you some other things that impacted who I am. So I grew up in a Christian family. I go to church ever since I can remember. You may be wondering what the religion is like in Japan. So there's only 1% of Christians in Japan, and many of them are Catholics, especially in my hometown. So it is kind of rare to be a Protestant like me. When I was a child, I told my friends that I was a Christian. I didn't realize that I was the only Christian in my class until I did. There were 2 reactions of my friends. Some friends were like, "Isn't that a cult? Isn't religion a dangerous thing?" And others would say, "That's cool that you're Christian just like foreign people." Since quite a lot of Japanese people are atheists, I guess they were not used to hearing about religion. But surprisingly, there are many missionary schools in Japan, especially in Nagasaki. But most of those who go to missionary school are not even Christians. My friends I have now, they understand and show respect to Christianity, but when we were still kids, I got uncomfortable reactions a lot because they were not used to Christianity. Now I'm studying abroad in the States, and I made so many friends whom I can talk about my faith, share testimonies, worship God, and pray for each other. To be honest, when I was in Japan, I was a pretty closed Christian and wasn't willing to speak out about my faith because I was scared to be judged and be treated differently by my friends like when I was a child. For me, following Jesus is the biggest part of my life, and it shapes my character. I also became obsessed with music because of the worship music. I wanted to sing and play music beautifully like everyone else does at church. So I took piano/electric organ and violin lessons, and I played the trumpet at middle school. Now I play the ukulele, every college kid's amusement. I love jamming out, and when something goes wrong, I always go to a chapel to pray, jam out, and sing. And this actually helps me calm myself and be positive again. I'm still not very good at playing these musical instruments, but hey, I still enjoy jamming out, so no judging. If I didn't grow up as a Christian, I probably couldn't have done my best at school, nor had this amazing relationship I have with my family now. So I grew up and started going to a Baptist girls' high school. I was scared at first because I didn't have good impression of girls' schools. but I'm so glad that I went to this school. My school focused on English education and peace education with the spirit of Christianity. They taught literally everything that shaped who I am today. I studied English more than ever and learned about my hometown when the atomic bomb was dropped, and it helped me gain some knowledge about peace and wars. I've always hated violence and conflicts, and this is probably where I got my pacifist thinking too. I also started dreaming to be a stronger and brighter woman like the female teachers I was taught by in high school. Do you know what the 9 personality types of the Enneagram are? So there are 9 personalities such as the reformer, the helper, the achiever, the individualist, the investigator, the loyalist, the enthusiast, the challenger, and the peacemaker. Which type do you think you are? I believe I'm the 9th one, the peacemaker. Yes, the type who doesn't like action movies, always looking for a happy ending. Of course, I encountered so many conflicts, and they surely helped me grow, but I still don't like conflicts. I believe there's always hope when we can be one big family. I sound like such a hippie. But no kidding, since I was raised by my mom, my grandparents, and my aunt, I came to learn how to be neutral, accommodate with others, be optimistic, and avoid conflict. It's not always a good thing to be this type, but it's always good to have a mind of love and a mind of forgiveness. So this is what made me who I am. Thanks to all of you, I am who I am today. What I want you to know is don't let other people stop you from being who you really are. Don't be afraid to be judged because you are a minority. There's always someone who understands you. And for me, I know that at least God, my family, and my friends are always here for me. Keeping that in mind, I can be who I like to be, and you deserve to be who you are. I know that God has amazing plans for all of us, so we don't have to be afraid to go forward. Thanks for watching.